So I asked you to use this variable here and here and here. We need to be careful to use it on any place. And sadly this line is not going to fit even because of it's getting too long. And perhaps I will fit it like this. And what we did now is kind of better because we can now copy and paste this code even 3 times, and I will make this code to be executed not only for platform 1 and 0 but also for platform 2. And I hope I will be able to see 3 platforms. Is this stupid hope from me? Of course this is stupid because what's missing in my code? Well, one of the problems is that I haven't given initial values for platform 2, and this is what I'm going to do now. I should be careful where I'm placing the brackets and where I'm placing the equal sign. Even if I created something as an array, I can always break it with a line of code like this, so be careful please. And now that I have initial values for platform 2, I am still not seeing such a platform. Do you know my mistake? Of course. I need to also copy and paste the drawing. I really hope you hate this copy and paste solution, and I'm about to delete a lot of it. You can see that now I can step on all of the platforms. You can see that 3 platforms are working. And you can also see that none of those platforms have the book with me hanging under the platform. That's because all of the platforms have the same copy and pasted code used for a different value of which platform to use. I hope you understand that if I want to change anything about any of the platforms, it is going to be horrible and I will make mistakes. For example, if I decide to change the size of each of the platforms because now my game is too easy, I really can catch any of the platforms, so I might want to decrease their size like this, and now it's going to be really horrible. It is going to be a little bit easier if all of the sizes are the same. You understand that changing the size of the platforms is not changing the size that our code checks for collision. So it was expected that we will have such bugs. And now I have to carefully go through different places in my code and change those numbers too. And if I'm careful enough to fix it in almost all of the spots, I will now have a really hidden bug. As you can see, all my platforms now are looking small, but one of the platforms is actually bigger, and let me step on the outside of the visible platform. So having copied and pasted code is horrible on so many levels. Do you already understand the alternative that I am leading you to? What I expect you to do is, instead of having such a variable which platform to use, with a new value on each copy, on each paste of our code, instead of having such a variable which platform to use, having a new value before each paste of all of our code, we can use one alternative of copying and pasting that we already know, and it's the for loops. So your task now, by the way, you can see that I failed to delete properly, and this is something left from the last paste. So I want you to put this code in a for loop, and its variable that counts the steps done can be which platform to use. This is a variable that should start from 0 and increase while it's smaller than 3. So it will make steps for 0, 1 and 2. You can also fix another portions of our code that have copy and paste, such as the draw of the platforms and the initial values of the platforms, but how we will be able to write one code that give different values for x and y is an interesting task. So first concentrate on code that was copy and pasted, removing its pastes and using the last one as the body of a for loop.